Welcome to the Vectorize. I'm John Silva, starting in just few minutes, okay? Just to see everyone can see me here. All right, great. All right, guys, we are just starting here, okay? In 1 minute from now. So while people are getting the notification, and well, I'm very excited because I'm going to introduce you the new brand course that I made for everyone that is following me here in this channel. For a long time ago, I wanted to bring this course that it is cover everything about the new version of Affinity Designer, and yeah, I'm very happy, really. So guys, say hello on the chat. Let me see here who is here already. We have Sarah, John Verdiber. Are you from Germany? I think so, right? This sub name. Guys, well, just in 20 seconds before we start here, and I'm going to cover every single content that we're gonna see about the new course. So don't worry, I'm going to go direct to the point. I don't like to spend your time on here. so I'm gonna open right now my screen. So this will be the presentation screen, the official one. And welcome, my friends, to the Vectorize channel here. So as usual, I like to introduce you if in case that is your first time here. All right, let me know if everything is working perfectly. You are from California. I see. We have Kina on here as well. Let me place my phone because I don't know if you guys can hear me well. Okay, it seems to work well. Okay, my friend, hello. So if it's your first time here, okay, I'm John Silva. All right, and I've been working with Affinity Design since 2018, and working full time as illustrator and building many things with it. Also, besides of everything that I do here on the Vectorize channel, I also do freelancing, and basically I do things like that, as you see here. I do applications, interfaces for mobile games, and basically, guys, I do many things using Affinity Designer. Basically everything, such as text, icons, characters, backgrounds, many things. And also, which is for me very important of all when I'm creating using Affinity, it is this. I love to create characters design like that one, and then transform this into a full render project like that. So from this to this one right here, only using Affinity Designer on iPad and desktop. And also, besides this, I'm founder of the Vectorize Club. In case that you don't know, I'm sure that most people on the chat knows about Vectorize Club, but it is a platform focused in teach you vector methods using illustrations and graphic design techniques. Basically, we have now more than 340 content lessons ever created, which is for me a very awesome achievement. It's so many content, so many hours dedicated that for me represents a lot of work created for this place here. And my very long time ago when I started, not very long, but 2019, I think that most of you know me from there. I don't know, but if I ask you, do you remember this when I started? Yeah, it was kind of 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago from today. So I started with a webcam camera, recording from top, and many people enjoyed my lessons, and then I started to create the Vectorize Club because of people like you that supported me since then. All right, so I'm very glad for your support to make this happen, and also make my hair white. So just to give you this introduction, right, a quick one. One of the reasons that I made the new course, because it's been a while since people are asking me, hey John, what about a new course for Affinity 2? And yeah, my friend, I've been working behind the screen. So guys, I've been working this project, which is the course, for a long time since the release. All right, and basically many weekends working in the video editing, trying to make it perfect, because I'm a bit perfectionist, not a bit, but I think a lot of perfectionism in me to to make it a very good content. And that's why I want to introduce you the new Ultimate Affinity Designer for iPad and also for the desktop, right? Desktop is also included. But in general, I want to ask you here, if you are watching me now, if you are artist, okay, how many you are artists here? Let me know in the chat. I will be very happy to know if you are artist or if you are a designer as well. If you would like to create graphic design stuffs or things related to the visual graphics. Not only this, but also illustrations. Can be, for example, video editing. There are people that comes from many different fields from the digital art. All right. So no, there is no one single work to do here when you are working with Affinity, basically. So basically, this live stream, I'm doing that because I want to cover the aspects about this new course. All right. So it's gonna help you to understand how we can get the best advantage of learning Affinity in this new version. In that case, because I know that many people that follow me here on this channel learns a lot from my vectorized live stream where I show you projects direct to the point. However, the Ultimate Affinity Designer course, it's designed to help you to develop each explanation, let's say each detail, use of the tools, all right? Because on the streams that I do, in the live stream, I don't explain very deep each functionality, and I show more the project by itself, all right? I hope this makes sense. That's why I decided, hey, I will deliver now this content for people that wants to learn Affinity in depth. So as you know, in this new version of Affinity Designer 2, basically we have a new features. I think that most of you know, but I will, let's say, remind you that we have new capabilities that helps you to use the shape builder tool. Shape builder tool, which is a tool that many people has been asking Affinity to bring, but now it's available, which is very great, right? It means that Affinity is focusing to bring features that people are asking, and things like vector fill tool. Also, we have now the warp tool, which is a fantastic tool that really save you a lot of your time when you are working with Affinity. So there are many benefits, and I can't really wait to see what's coming soon for the next upcoming versions. All right, so I'm sure that Affinity is just starting. It's a very new app. If we compare Affinity with Adobe is a very giant. There's many apps that Adobe handle at the moment. It's a big company. It's a beast, I'd say. And Affinity is a small company that it is, getting a space. And I'm sure that there are many users that came from Adobe ecosystem like me in 2018. So that's why I see a future, all right, with Affinity, because I see that I've been working a lot with them. Even if Photoshop now got AI, I'm sure that soon Affinity will need to let's say address the AI. Perhaps we don't know, but the AI it's in being everywhere now. Okay, and I think that besides this, as you see, there are many benefits of using vector. That's why my project that I made for my clients, most of all, it's 100% in vector. I need to tell you, because you can do this. You can make project like that to make fast decision. You can change shapes, deform colors. You can do many things with vector, which is incredible. And I'm sure that most of you that follow me here know what I mean about this topic. And you can change from one style to another in just a matter of clicks using mouse. As I remember, I made this guy here in the side on the vectorize, and I made using mouse. So you don't need to have pencil drawing skills. Of course, a little bit of knowledge with visual composition, it's quite enough. And the most important for me using vector, it is the high quality and scalable product. So you can print whatever you want. This is for me the core of making my product in high quality. All right, this is why I love to make things like that. So let me just say a big hello to people here. Hey Jeffer, I don't know if I say your name here. Thank you, John Verdever, for say that everything is working. Thanks. So basically, guys, no drawing skills is required to make projects like this one here. Okay. Basically, guys, also what's important for me to bring here in this live introduction, which is the for the ultimate course. Okay, I want to talk with you about what you guys will learn. All right, in case that you don't have, but in case that you have as well, and I will explain to you in a very short way and fast as possible, because there are many contents here, and I know if I go in every single content about this, every single content about these ones, guys, here, these lessons, it's gonna take us a lot of time, and time I don't like to spend. So here you're gonna learn many aspects about how you can use Affinity, how you can manage groups, fill and outline. You can use the shapes properties. Guys, there are many fundamentals. You can see that is the core of, I'd say, most important functionalities, okay? And also how you can export as PNG and things like that, right? It's simple for beginners. That's why this model here, it's fully focused for beginners that is starting here on Affinity. So if you struggle to use Affinity, the basic navigation, this is the best way to start. And then you have the essential tools, all right, which is going to cover you the most important tool that it is, let's say, essential for everyone that wants to get into, way that I use Affinity. If you want to follow me, without having any kind of problem, look at this. That's why we have here a complete mod that's gonna talk with you about how you can use raster persona, which is the way I start any project with raster by creating the sketch. And also you're gonna see the personas, how you can use the vector with the paint tool, pencil tool, inner shapes, which is a stage that I do a lot. So basically, this model here, this essential, I go in every single step about my process that I use in all the projects, okay? You're gonna see me using this process here in all my projects, okay? There is no secret on here. So basically, my workflow is simple. That's why I love my workflow, because I go in a workflow that it is simple, and I love that. I don't struggle and I don't feel overwhelmed. For me, it's like automatically. This is why I give a lot of value about this. Okay, I hope this makes sense. All right, and here we go. The advanced tools. All right, this is a advanced tools now topic. And for people that wants to use Affinity to have the best use in terms of quality and intensive work with clients, that's why I made also a module on this new ultimate course, which is this one here. You will see the vector brushes, which is the tool that I use a lot when I make shadings. Shape builder tool, explain it in case that you don't know how to use. Symbol tool for symmetry. All right, I use this as hack for, let's say, use symmetry in vector. Many things like compound, path pro tips as well. And these are going to be more in deep for people that wants to give really, let's say, a more professional look, basically, right? So there are many things, guys, really. If I go step by step here, I'm going to blow my mind. Hello, Nikki, welcome. So, also the mesh fundamentals. We're gonna see here the mesh fundamentals. Also, I will show the project, okay? Because this is just text and it's more about the overview about the course, basically. And guys, the most important of all for me, it is the low poly technique. The low poly technique for me, it's what makes my process more, I'd say, fast, and help with many thousands of people of working with Affinity in the easiest way as possible. Like this example here, right? Project like this, that I made for the vectorize. I remember that, on the challenge, I think Vectoria, right? In 2020. And when I started to incorporate more the low poly techniques into my lessons, and people love it. People say, hey, this is very easy to do now. I feel confident about using the paint tool, which is for me fantastic. And for me, guys, really this focused entirely for beginners in vector art, because at the beginning, paint tool is hard. very hard. I struggle a lot at the beginning, but once I develop this kind of skills using the low poly technique, it's helped me to have a faster result, basically. Guys, if you tell me, hey John, I don't know how to draw, I know that most people struggle about not having the skill to draw, and that's why in this course I made a lesson that shows you, this example. Oh, look, this is not a perfect drawing, as you can see. It just grabs the essence about the shapes, but that's why I made a course that covers you, a simple project like this, that you go step by step, no time lapses. You're gonna see real time from this to make this into this design here, into this result, as you can see right now. Okay, so I'm very committed. I'd say committed. I forgot the word. Committed is committed. I don't know. To bring here a great value for you, in this course. So I'm very happy to show you every single step, all right? Because this course, yeah, really brings me all these years doing tutorials I made to be, my life on this. So also the key features of the new course that I made, I will explain, all right? Because many people can be afraid about, hey, this is for me, or things like that. But just to give you, guys, I made this to be very, friendly. There is something that I don't like when I'm learning new stuffs, is that if I feel like it's difficult, I quit easily, right? So I think that most people are like this as well. That's why in this course I go very step by step. I slow much more than I usually do in live stream, because in live stream I need to be fast. I need to finish my project in 1 hour, which is very a few minutes to explain, show. That's why I made, hey, this will be friendly approach, help people to understand what's important and what's not. So basically, intuitive methods use Shape Builder tool, which is a new tool that is gonna help you a lot to develop a better vector engagement. And for me, it's important to have time-saving lessons. Today we don't have a lot of time to lose. We have a busy life. We are all busy with family, kids, work. Trying to be happy in life. It's hard to have many things to handle. That's why I made an average time of each lesson like 3 to 5 minutes at maximum, things like that. Of course, there are lessons that is go a bit above, but it's very in deep. Okay, so I decided to make a lessons that go very direct to the point. You don't need to skip like you do skipping tutorials on YouTube. I know that many people go to YouTube to learn some kind of techniques or methods or solutions. I need to be honest with you. If you have this course somehow and studied it, you don't need to ever watch my YouTube channel, because I show you everything in there. To be honest, unless if I think to release a new content, then I can bring here on this YouTube. But I need to be honest with you. If you have this course, you don't need to watch me ever in this YouTube channel, because on there I teach you everything, basically. So my commitment. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Kina, as well, for your words. Yeah, it's hard for us. It's easy for us to get a book. It's easy to buy a course. It's easy to get things, all right? It's easy, but it's hard to finish. It's very hard to complete. It's very hard to have real results. I understand this because I'm a student as well. I'm studying, my stuff. I studied a lot of things, and I know how hard it is to have, this kind of start and finish. I understand this. That's why when I decided to make a course like this, I like, hey, we start from the very primary shapes like this. You see how you create shapes like that using only basic forms, no paint tool at all for the beginner lesson. You transform that square thing, very ugly, this stage ugly, to this stage which is more a defined shape, very structurized. And then just coloring, right? Just coloring. Just matter of clicks, you're gonna color in finish your product, sell to our clients, and then you have your life in there, right? So no time to lose, my friend. No time to lose. Life is short. And master in vector designs. I'm getting to to coaching here in this live. I hope so that I am not. Here, guys, master in vector design across various industries. Basically, it means that you're gonna transform this into icons like that, right? You can work in the graphic design industry, which is very rich. You can make websites, you can make illustration for games, many things, right? So basically, we grab here an image like that and transform this into a simplified version in icons in two different styles, basically. And also, of course, things that for me is important is that we go direct to solutions, as Kina said on the chat. Direct solutions for efficient workflow with important tools. All right, because we understand that we have tools that is important. However, there are others that is not important, because what's defining what is important or not? For me, it is how often do you use that tool? How often do you use that tool? Because if you try to learn one app for 100%, I'll be honest with you, you're not gonna use everything, my friend. I'm using Affinity since 2018, and I don't use 100% of the tools, to be honest. Really. That's why I go and show you what you're gonna use. All right. For me, that is important. And here, I will answer your questions too, okay, guys? Just to not lose my focus. But I will answer you, no worries. And tips and tricks to save time while working in Affinity. Okay, one thing that many people can struggle is to transform this project like this, okay? Here, missing Heredia, right? Do you have any course specific for Pixel Persona? Yes, this one covers as well about Pixel Persona. You transform this image into this vector design. This is related to the coloring techniques, because I think that most people struggle a lot about coloring. Coloring decisions, how to make gradient, flat coloring, and I feel like in all my tutorials, it's important for you to understand how we can make a good project, okay, a nice project, basically. Happy birthday, Dawn. It's her birthday, right? Congratulations, my friend. Dawn is a great friend, student of the Vectorize club, and she's awesome, really awesome. Thank you, Dawn, for all the support that you bring here on the club. Really, I appreciate that a lot. Guys, here the course on the desktop. All right, so basically, we're not finished yet about the iPad course, but we also have the course on desktop. Okay, but because basically we have the iPad and also the desktop, which makes my life hard to work with. Producing two courses in two different platforms is kind of teaching again from scratch all the tools. So that's why it took me a really good amount of time, a lot of work. It was not easy at all. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I cried because it was kind of very hard. Not drama at all, but it was hard. Guys, here we go. Creating high quality work in few steps. For me, using mouse, because this little thing can help you to create things as well, right? That's why, sorry, creating 2D projects like icons, logo, illustrations, web design, prints, gaming, etc. Basically, in my life, I made everything that's included on here using Affinity, and that's why on the desktop Affinity Designer course, you're gonna learn many things like these ones here. So you're gonna see every single small topic that shows you different solutions, different techniques, like this. All right. For me, it's important to show you different aspects, different approaches, and different solutions. Only by exploring, you will learn. Only by experimenting, you're gonna learn. That's why on the desktop course is I'd say it's a big course. It's not a simple course. I'd say it's much bigger than the iPad, because on desktop it's more complex. You have more the bigger interface. You need to cover it step by step, and then you learn every single art here that I made on the desktop. Also, interface application. What I mean about this, you will see how you can use some of the advanced tool, which is the constraint, on the Affinity Designer on desktop, and do this interface here. It's a kind of application for music. And also beside this, you'll see how to make a social media post for graphic designers. Basically, if you use Affinity, you know how important it is to make posts for social media. And you see how you can make a project like this one here, right? And guys, I'm completely sure that this will give you the ability to exposure more your work into the social medias. You know how important it is today to have a good way to market yourself if you want, of course. And also for logo designers, on the Affinity Designer on desktop, you're gonna see the logo design for making an app logo like this one. Okay, it's simple and nice and effective. So you see methods to create a logo design from scratch using, pixel art techniques, which is related to the raster persona. Guys, there are so many things that I'm going to go straight forward. And vector images like this one here. For example, this lesson here. Let me open here now. There's something that most people struggle. I noticed that from these years working with Affinity, many people struggle to use the transparent tool, and how you can make your design more believable. And that's why I made a lesson that covers 100% the use of transparency tool. It's very fantastic. This lesson will go very deep into the transparency tool. Once you learn this, you are ready to use the transparency tool wherever you want. Also for gaming artists, you can make a project like this, making from silhouettes, fundamentals, and transforming your silhouette in black into coloring like this. Very simple and effective for gaming artists like me. I am a gaming artist. I love to make art for games. And illustrations, guys, as well, for making this kind of design here. Very minimal and design. Guys, I can't believe that there are so many contents, and just one single content. I mean, you can learn in a basically full step. It's incredible. And basically, guys, I need to be honest with you. This covers you the advanced techniques to enhance even more your design skills. Okay, because once I started to develop more my design skills, I started to notice that the techniques becomes more easy and automatically, which is fantastic for me. It makes my job easier than ever. That's why I try always to incorporate all my techniques into my lessons, into my YouTube channel, to bring this to you. All right. So basically here, what I showed you here, everything it is about, in these steps. All right, this project here, it's related to the desktop project. Okay. Do you guys have questions? For now, just let me know. All right, on the chat. Now I can answer you directly. Just answer you again. I don't know if I have answered you. Herdia, missing Herdia. Sorry guys, I'm very bad to pronounce names. So yeah, all my courses basically covers about the pixel persona. Pixel persona is the first step to make ideas. All right, it is where I bring my ideas in live. Just to show you as well, behind, all right, the screens. Let me just switch now to my desktop here. Hold on. I'm gonna switch here to the desktop screen. Let me know if you guys can see. All right, just see here. Okay, it's working. Nice. Hold on. Yeah. So basically, here is the project that we made for the camera on iPad. All right. I'm just showing you here, and you see step by step to go from here and develop this onto here. Okay. And for me, guys, it's important during all this process that you see, it is to develop the vector skills, which is the paint tool and pencil tool. All right. That's why when I made this lesson, I try to cover 100% about the use of the vector tools, all right, which is the pen tool and the pencil tool. For me, these two tools here is very important a lot during your vector process. So basically, you're gonna get this sketch on the iPad course, and then you're gonna vector this using the lesson, all right? And if you ask me, okay, John, how the course will work, I will open here to you so you see how it will display for you. Here's my channel. It's here. Okay, it's here. So basically, guys, on the Vectorize, club, which is the website, you can have the Ultimate Affinity Designer course on desktop and also iPad. All right, and in this website, you can have the two courses in one single product. And of course, I will explain to you soon that we have the iPad course on Udemy that I will explain to you soon. But just to show you what you see and what you have here on this platform, just to update people that have now the Ultimate course, and also new people that can join us after this live. Basically, here you have the Affinity lessons for iPad, all in one single row in structurized way, basic for beginners, and then you go scroll, and it's almost 65 contents. If you scroll down, 65 contents in average of 5 minutes each one, teach you everything here. And the final project of this course, you will learn exactly how you can make this project right here, which is the rocket project. This is what for me, it's this project here reviews my very first live stream that I did in 2019, one of the first ones. And here you see how you can use the warp tool, everything, which is very fantastic. All the tools is going to be added into this project here. So I'm completely sure after you do this tutorial, my friend, you'll learn everything basically. And that's why I made this in two different ways. Okay, this course, it is available in two different ways. Udemy is only the iPad, all right, which is this one here. Where is the Udemy course? I think it's here, right? Let me try to open from the link on the chat. Hold on. So basically, I'm going to make this available on Udemy, the iPad separated. However, the desktop course is gonna be available on the Vectorize, website basically. And this decision was done because the course of the desktop is very, very big. There are many lessons that cover every single tool, and that's why I needed to place in the Vectorize website, because it was very kind of a better way to place all the content and manage and support the users. And just to show you as well, hold on, where is my link here, guys? Here you go. So I remember, guys, when I was doing this, this was the design that I made on the Vectorize, basically. Vectorize live stream in 2019, this one here, 2019. And then in this course, I see, this is why it's so important for me, this course that I made, is that in 2019, which is this one here, all right, I made this. How many of you remember this project? I don't know. It was very long time ago. Tell me in the chat. I don't know if you guys have been there in that time. Yeah. It was, a very long time ago, my friend. Not too many, but yeah, a considerable time ago. If you had a kid that time, the kid will have 3 years now. And then transform the product into this one here. Basically, when I see this comparison, I can validate more how my skills grow, and in this time that I made many tutorials. It's for me very fantastic to have this this comparison, because we we don't notice how we grow, but unless if we compare years ago with what we are now. And I always face this problem about I'm not feeling happy with me because I don't see me growing. I don't see me having nice results. I have a very low self-esteem sometimes, with myself as artist. I think all artists, everyone struggle to accept yourself. So when I see this, it makes me like, hey, I'm not doing so bad. I'm learning. I'm practicing, which makes me feel good, feel happy to see, a transformation from this, which is can be different style, but the techniques, the design, the challenge, it's different, right? It's a different approach. For me, it's important to see this evolution from this step by step. That's why this course covers you everything from the basic, and to grow the product like this. This example here covers a lot about what you learn inside of the vectorized ultimate course for iPad, which is incredible. And there is a lot of love in there and also many techniques that covered in just single each lesson basically. Guys, I think that I talked a lot about this course. I think there is many things that I wanted to cover more, but I think that for now it brings a lot of deep understanding of what you learn. And if you are on the club, you're gonna have, just to let you know, the essential tools. All right, the essential I need to show you here. I made a part of the course available for the members that don't have these courses, because it's a separated course, is a separate product that I needed to make. But I made available the essentials Affinity for iPad for new users. So for people that support my content, you now have the new Affinity essentials for iPad on here. All right, I made it available. So no fees, additional fees. You don't need to have additional fees. But if you want to support me much more, of course, I'll be happy to see you join into the masterclass. It's gonna be very fantastic to have you join in my masterclass, which is my Ultimate Affinity Designer desktop and iPad. Okay, and yeah, basically, this covers a lot about this new content that I've produced, and that's why I needed to make this live, especially to talk about this. All right, and that's why I want to ask you, if you want to enroll right now and get advantage of all of this. Am I showing you my screen here? Let me see. Hold on. I think so. So how to enroll to the course? So you can have the Affinity Design desktop and iPad as one single price, okay, which is going to give you all the course on desktop, all right, and also on iPad on the link of the Vectorize website, okay, which is going to be available to you right now. Let me make it available on the where is on the chat, okay. So basically, let me bring here to here the desktop tutorial with the iPad. You can have it on the website club here. Let me just bring here, which is this one here. Yeah, I found it now. The link, it was missing here on my screen, but now I found it. So here, there you go, I'll paste. So this is the Affinity Designer 2, the complete 2 courses, the ultimate 2 courses that you have now on the chat. I made available, okay. So in this link you have the desktop and the iPad, which is gonna help you in everything. Besides this, for people that wants to have only the iPad, if you say, hey John, I just want the iPad only, you're gonna have on the Udemy, which is it's on this chat here. Where is the link? Hold on. Here, I found it here. And the second one is only the iPad, okay, available on Udemy basically. All right, so it's different, right? If you get on Udemy, you're gonna have only the iPad. If you get on the Vectorize website, you're gonna have the desktop and the iPad as well. The iPad on the Ultimate course, all right, which is this platform that I show you here recently. Basically, this is additional, right? Basically, the iPad here is additional course, all right, on the desktop course, because the desktop it's more, let's say, bigger. It's bigger than an iPad in terms of tools, explanations. The iPad is more short and direct to the point. Of course, the desktop also is short and direct to the point, but show you much more all the tools basically. Guys, I think that covers a lot, all right, about this course that I made, and there is a lot of things going on as well here, beside the club, all right. Let me know on the chat, everything is working fine in there. Oh, let me see. Okay, let me see here. Hakina said, I remember about the first lessons. Guys, it surprised me a lot that a long time ago you guys, have is still watching me since then. It's kind of that we have a big relationship. It's kind of, I feel like everyone is my friend. That's why I tell everyone that you are my friend, because I work here in my room alone, and sometimes I feel very alone, and just know that there are people behind the camera, because working looking at the camera, it's very, I'd say, can be a bit depressing, to be honest. Can be a bit depressing. Yeah, basically this is sometimes what I feel, because it's very lonely journey, working as digital content creator, and it's not easy at all, to be honest with you. And yeah, so basically this course brings all of me in just few contents. Yeah. Thank you, Tarcisio. Is here. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, just to know that all of you is there and makes me very happy, really. Yeah, I think that we have been very direct. I don't want to spend more of your time. So guys, this is your invitation, all right, to join to this course, which is available now on the chat. All right, take advantage, my friend. You need to learn, my friend. This is important for your, let's say, creative process. I'm sure that after you get this course, you're gonna be able to create many awesome things like this one. All right, I'm sure about that. I have no doubt at all. This will be the best course of your life. The best course of your life. I have no doubt, my friend, because I've been working so hard to bring this to be the best. I don't accept to be just a bad course. For me, it doesn't work that way, to be honest. It doesn't work. Yeah. I think that for now this will be my last course. For now, I don't have any future about making new courses for now. I don't know, but this will be the last course that I said to myself, hey, I will do this, and for now let's wait for a new version. Of course, I will still update the lessons if needed. Okay, I will update if I finish release 2.5, 2.6. I will update with new tools, no worries at all, no fees, additional fees. So I will guarantee that you're gonna have updates about this course. Okay, unless if it's, let's say, in 2 years, of course, is a new era, is a new life. So, and perhaps I can create a new course. But for now, I don't have any kind of vision to create courses, because it's already there. No, I did my job. I did my job in life, which is this course. So I don't feel like they need to create more product. I don't like, it's very hard work. So for me, it's important to keep things simple. Yeah. The other thing, I think that it's all. Questions, please. I'm open this to questions. I don't see many questions here. So I hope that if you don't have questions, it's because I've been very clear here in this stream. And for people that are following me here during the Fridays lessons, guys, thank you so much for staying here with me. Most of the lessons that I'm releasing, it is not 100% live. I made it as a record, because YouTube art is changing. The algorithm is changing a lot. YouTube doesn't want you to see you producing tutorials in more than 20 minutes. It doesn't worth the time. So I'm reducing more the tutorials to make it short, simple, and parts that people can follow, right? That's why we are changing a lot over. I don't know how things will happen in the next year. Can change a lot. But here we have the. No, I don't have plans to back weekly stream. All right, it's for me it doesn't worthy because of how YouTube works. But I prefer now to work in the regular exercises weekly, like we did in Patreon. In Patreon, we did this a lot. The exercises, all right, just in case that you need to understand more about how we work it. But yeah, I'm adapting to how algorithm is working YouTube, because if I don't do that, perhaps I will need to give up about doing contents. It doesn't work for me. All right. Yeah, it's sad news. To not be able to stream every week because of the algorithm is changing a lot. Here we go. Sign up for the first class. We will sign up. I see. Thank you, Charlie. How may nice. For the Vectorize Club members, you have the discount on the Ultimate course. All right. So if you're a member, you can have the coupon on there. So you can have the desktop and iPad same. Basically course with a discount. Okay, it's a nice discount. Yeah. More questions, guys? Let's see here. On next week, we're gonna have a new exercise, right? Do you wanna see what you learn next week? I can give you this spoiler. I will show you soon. Let me open here, guys. The link to join to the classes are available on the chat. All right, it's available on the chat. The Udemy, or if you want the desktop as well, it is on the Vectorize website. Oh, where is the link here? Alright, these are a pin. Okay, let me show you what you will learn next week. Before I go, it's here. I'm trying to find here. I have a lot of folders. Vectorize doodling. I've placed it in a folder called Vectorize doodling. We're gonna do the farm project, a new farm, guys. This will be in the first hand. I will show you what you will learn in the next week. Let me open here. Okay, here we go. You will learn, guys, this project right here. Now look, you see the sketch process. All right, as you can see, sketch. Then you see the vector. Then you're gonna see how you can make this more appealing in terms of shapes and details, and then the coloring. All right, so the next 2 weeks, starting in the next week, Friday, you'll see the process about creating from scratch or vector, and then how you can polish to make the final rendering. Can you see we have some tutorials on the club that covers about a farm, but this new farm is in Affinity Designer 2, is a new level. All right, it's a new level. We're gonna do this in iPad. Okay, it's gonna be in iPad. I enjoy a lot about these short lessons like this, because I think that help people to have time to complete, instead of having big lessons, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of tutorials that some people don't do because of the time. There are time limits. But yeah, basically it's what you see soon, my friend. What's happening to my camera here on top? Whoa, I don't know. It's the light. Hey. Okay, guys, no more questions, right? I think that I can go now. Yeah, if you are watching me until now, I want to thank you so much for your time, your support, everything that you are doing at this moment, friend. And please join to the courses, do the courses, because It's only by doing that that you learn a lot. You will be able to follow me during the streams that I do here weekly on the Vectorize channel, right? So it's your task, your home task. Do the course, learn, and practice with me, and there we go. Okay, that's it, guys. Yeah, my friend, a lot of work. There's a huge time, huge work spent, not spent, but invested on the Vectorize, and yeah. Guys, thank you a lot for your support, and I hope to see you in the next week, all right, on the new farm project. Yeah, the link is available to you, and get in there. Bye bye, and take care. See ya.